All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On the set.
52. Get the ball. Watch out.
Get it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Look at me. Zipper.
Me. I got this.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Let's go.
Let's go now. 10 logo.
Check. Block 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Ready. 8, read.
Focus, defense, focus. Alert 3.
X3. 218, chop it.
Shoot. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. 54. Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Gay's kick is good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerome Baker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go on, go on. Check. Ready, get it.
Looking to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to it.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Next the score is Dolphins 10, Bills nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, what a move. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
2nd and 10. Looking deep here for Ebron. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
On first down, Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set 50, plant.
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
2.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. Charles, Thursday night game, you think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Ready?
They run with Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready, ready. 70, Indy.
Me and you all day.
80 weapons.
Coming after you.
Snap.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First down, Miami.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Pilot, 64, reach.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You draw Corker.
They'll run with Taylor, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
At the 5-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go quickly here out to Moore. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Let's go.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Watch his 6-6, pull it high.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Alert, alert. 3 down.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, 52.
Coming. Snap.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Let's go now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Get off the field.
They'll look to throw here. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Shark's got it left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Got it.
52, right 52. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Five.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check safety.
Look. Squeeze.
Check 4.
Check go.
Now Pollard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Hey, Echo.
Mike, check.
22-jet bomber. Lead them.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Go.
Mike 51. Push him back.
Back to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Let's go.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Here we go. Mike 51.
They're not ready for this, man. Ready?
Now back to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
41-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Go.
51's the mark. 51's the mark.
Now.
2nd and 6. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Watch 54. Watch 54.
You must be dreaming.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, exit.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Rock it. Get it.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
Don't throw this way.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch 54. Watch 54. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take it.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
54, Mike. Strip the ball.
Now.
Strip that ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. The end result, 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
Ready. 60 or.
You got nothing there. You got nothing.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Mike, 54. Pick me up. Here we go.
Taylor. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Switch.
X3, 218, chop. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Taylor. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down, Miami.
Ready up.
Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Oh, you got deep?
Now.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Dolphins.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
All day, every day, any day. Rush in.
General West. Fight.
Now Balaj. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Go.
He'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
18 Gator.
52 right here. 52. Cut. Check. Lucky.
80 weapon.
Tight dog.
Big rip.
Here's Pollard. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Hey, box drop.
52, Mike, 52. All day, punt.
2.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the run.
They'll run with Pollard. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his pass incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Exit. 52's the mic.
Ready.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Mike 52. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check 52's the mic.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, they scared. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Army.
Hey, lock it. Now.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go. 60 yards. Yes. Fair. Switch. Hey, wahoo! Get it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Ready.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
59's Mike. Check, 59. Man, that's trash.
Hey. Five.
And he's got Miller. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Watch the safety. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
I'm coming after you.
Hey!
Go.
Hey, Haywood!
52's the mic. Let's go, D. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
Shoot!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's 2nd and 8. at the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, as close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, they'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Here's Pollard again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball.
Now, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go. 22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. And Alpha.
2nd and 2. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
The second down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll look to throw here. The open man is Sharp. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Ready, ready. 47, check line 47. I'm trying to collect. Good. Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Armstrong. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And here come the whistles and the timeout with 7 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. This from 51 yards for the win. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final.
Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice
absolutely.
in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs.
59. Don't get nervous.
5.
One final shot. They'll look to